Hello, I'm here at ISE Day 2 with Steve from Ask Uma. How are you doing?
I'm really good, thank you. It's quite warm, but yeah, good. Busy day.
Great. So could you tell me more about Ask Uma?
Yeah, absolutely. So Ask Uma, we are a spatial data platform, so workplace technology. What we try to do is integrate with existing bits of technology in your organisation. That can be your lighting, your heating, your environmental data like air quality, your room booking, your digital signage, and we want to bring all of that together so you can have a real workplace technology platform. And then what we try and do is, for administrators in the organisation, give you insights into how your buildings are almost breathing. And then for our users that use our platform, it's just a really easy, simple way to manage your space and how you're coming to the office. Particularly, in the last few years, we've seen a different way of people needing to join the office spaces, and that's what we're here to do now. We're kind of promoting that all-in-one interface for different levels of user.
Great. So what was the inspiration behind the company?
So 7 years ago, I had a business that is still around today, but what my role was CTO there, and I was part of a meeting room design team. So we used to go and build meeting spaces for organisations. And what we thought at the time was that there was definitely a need for a room booking solution that was cloud-based, really easy to deploy, not complex, because at the time you had to have bespoke code, and it was really difficult to deploy. So that was kind of the first inspiration. But then the second was that there was equipment we were installing in these spaces that could give us information that nobody really knew, which was how many people use the space, how often do people not turn up. So we decided that we wanted to take those video conferencing cameras, in particular Cisco was our first bit of inspiration, and use those devices to start providing smart insights to what those rooms were doing. And then from there it kind of grew out, and we started connecting with different platforms, different manufacturers, different interfaces to provide a really good overall technology platform. And that means that you're not spending additional money on things that you've already paid for. You can use those, and that was kind of our inspiration, really, to help AV companies in sort of innovate with the products they've got already in their portfolio.
Okay, great. So how exactly does it work?
So it's a cloud-based platform. You connect with your already existing calendar platform like Microsoft or Google. We have our own calendar as well, which means that allows us to do lots of multi-tenancy based projects. And then through the cloud, you would simply connect to that O365 or Google client, and then we have various APIs that connect out to technologies through integrations. It's as simple as that. It takes 2 days to set up, roughly, and away you go, because it's a pure cloud-based system. There is absolutely not much in terms of heavy lifting from that perspective. So.
Okay, great. So what kind of workplaces are you seeing using the product?
So that's a really good question, and when I get asked that, people say, he's going to go with legal. Well, actually, we have a wide range of clients, right the way from research facilities for medical research. We have NHS customers, so hospitals are using our product. Football stadiums are using our product. Legal companies, technology companies. So actually, it's anyone with office space that wants to try and understand what's going on in that building and help their teams come back to the office safely, but also, like we say, understand their journey to NetZero. So our ESG Insights is a massive thing for us. It's something that we help give data back to customers to understand what they're doing. So it sounds like a real cop-out, does this, but it's actually anyone with space that wants to understand more detail about that space.
Yeah, that does make sense. If it's something for workspaces, it's great that it can be any workspace as well.
Absolutely, and I think that's what we're really pleased with, because let's say some of the hospital work that we're doing is around patient care and how they're treated when they come to the hospitals, and I think that comes away from the general meeting room based technologies to actually more spatial awareness around what's going on. So yeah, we're really pleased that that's been the uptake of the product. It's kind of always been our dream to have that like that. So yeah.
That's amazing. So do you have any competitors in the market? And if so, you provide so much, how do you think you differentiate yourselves from them?
Yeah, so we look at competitors, and it's because it's not a streamlined vertical. We may have lots of room booking competitors. We may have lots of IoT competitors. What we've tried to do is take all of those 5 or 6 different feature sets and bring them into one. So there are a couple out there that we have, but we have a very people-focused culture, and we think that we actually built the product based on user feedback, and that's still our mantra today. So our product was built for users, by users, and we keep that process. So our iteration process of how our product is developed is all on customer feedback, and I think that differentiates us. I could sit there and say that we're cheaper, or we have a better looking user interface, but actually it's how we engage with our clients and how we actually care about what they're doing that really gets our customers to say, we want to work with you guys, and that's what we do.
Fantastic. So you've been going around 6-7 years. What would you say have been some of the highlights of your journey so far?
Highlights? It's a difficult one, that. So no, on a serious note, building out the team that I've got today, so we're a very people-focused, culture-based business, and the team that we've got and watching the product grow has been really a proud moment for me. It's been a real long journey. We've probably had quite a lot of lows as a startup, as they all do. You know, I think when you start a business like this, nobody really realises the lows, but the highs for me, seeing certain milestones of the product, seeing the team grow and actually be, really pleased with the way we've gone, that's been one of the biggest highs for me. It's amazing to watch our product launch and different product sets happen, and it really does make me feel great. And in terms of doing shows like this, this is our first. 7 years later, and it's our first, but this is a high for me. So yeah, it's really seeing our product come to life, and users give us feedback as well. When they come back and say we've helped them achieve savings of X on their real estate costs, that's what we've done. Mission, tick, done. So yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great. So as you mentioned, it's your first time at ISE. How are you finding it? It's only day 2, but how's it been?
So I've been every year as a attendee since 15 years ago. But as on a stand doing as a show, my legs hurt. But I genuinely am finding it really good. We've got good quality people coming to the booth to talk to us, very interesting conversations, different perspectives, and what that's going to do is, guess what, shape our roadmap, because we're hearing what users want, and it's going to help us create a better product as it goes. So really enjoying day 2. Busier than day 1, and I'm only hoping it can get busier. So if people want to come by, we're here.
Well, that's great. Yeah, it's a very busy show this year.
Definitely. It's busiest I've seen it. So I was an attendee last year. I definitely feel like it's busier. Maybe because I'm exhibiting and we're constantly talking, but yeah, it's definitely been a lot busier.
Definitely. So is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, just come by and see us. Thank you for taking the time to come and talk to us. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for taking part.
Very well.